will, of course, begin a crab reach in crab. So Roche is going to help us out. He'll get himself set up in a crab position. Now, in a crab reach, there will be a couple of things that are different from a regular crab. The most important one being that the knees and the feet will be slightly wider than hip width. In a regular crab, the knees and the feet are exactly hip width, so this will place them slightly wider. We'll go ahead and set up just like we would a normal crab activation. We'll bring the eyes up, eyes towards the rising sun. If I call out a left arm crab reach, Roche is going to bring his hand up, and he's going to bring it just between the eyes. So he's looking through the hand. As he's ready to perform the crab reach, a couple of things are going to happen. One, he's going to drive down through the heels as he drives, tension through the glutes, lifting the hips. As he begins to lift, he's allowing the shoulder to rotate outwardly to a nice or comfortable angle of outward rotation. This is what we call three-point bridge. Three-point bridge means that there's a complete opening of the front side of the hip. We have a lot of stability going through the shoulder. We're looking through the hand towards the ceiling. So the eyes are actually towards the ceiling. And we haven't begun to rotate the torso much. Only the shoulder starts to migrate towards midline and then come back down. In order for us to perform an actual crab reach, we have to see that we can successfully hit a three-point bridge, meaning that we get the opening from the hips and we also have the stability of the shoulder. So if you can't get a full opening of the hips, meaning that there's still any closing or flexion in the anterior or the front part of the hip, then you're not going to reach just yet. We would highly recommend that if that's the case, that you go to some of our fluid mobility or strength mobility classes and practice your mobility there. Then that will apply directly to your crab reach. So if you can hit three-point bridge successfully, we will continue the reach. So if Roche sets back up in crab position, he takes the left hand up, which would be a left arm crab reach. He drives the hips up as he rotates the arm. He hits three-point bridge. Now watch, he's going to use his hand as a spotting target. So watching with the eyes, the hand goes over perfectly. It turns his head to where his eyes are now looking down towards the ground. The arm is framing the head, so roughly at 90 degrees. It's not pulling in front of the face at all. It's framing the head. Fingertips are reaching towards the ground. And so in this position, his points of tension, glutes, he's going to pretend he has a bubble of space in the shoulder joint, so he's trying to drive that away and create space there. And then lastly, he's pulling from here, which is bringing the bicep towards the back of the head, fingertips reaching towards the ground. If he's ready to come back, we say return to crab. He's going to look for the hand with his eyes and then start to bend the hips, coming back down to start. So he'll place the hand on the ground. That would be a left arm crab reach. And again, the prerequisite to the actual reach is that he can hit a three-point bridge. So let's do that one more time. So let's go right arm crab reach this time. So he sets a perfect crab. He brings the right hand up. He looks through the hand. He begins to bridge the hips, allowing the base shoulder to rotate outwardly. He finds his three-point bridge. Then he moves up and over. Another thing that we want to focus on, the upper shoulder is stacked on top of the lower shoulder, and that's what gives the rotation of the torso or the rib cage in relation to the pelvis. Then as he begins to come back down, he looks for the hand and comes back down. That's our crab reach.